Listen, guys, I need you to drop everything for the next few minutes. What I'm about to hand you is quite possibly the single fastest way to make a woman feel a magnetic pull toward you the very second she lays eyes on you. And here's the best part. You don't have to touch your face, your wallet, or your hairline. Here is the brutal truth that most men over 35 never hear. Your looks are only about half the game. The other half, that's straight up brain wiring. We are talking about psychological shortcuts hardwired into every human skull. If you master even a couple of these shortcuts, women will swear you got hotter overnight, even though not a single thing on your physical body changed. You'll walk into a room and feel eyes stick on you instead of sliding past like you're invisible. That fear of being the forgotten guy in the corner, done. That quiet panic that you're too old or too average to turn heads, gone. Today, I'm giving you the exact psychological triggers that flip the attraction switch like a light. Think about it. Have you ever watched some regular-looking dude talking to a gorgeous woman, and she's laughing, touching her hair, and leaning in? Meanwhile, you're standing there with better clothes and a better job, wondering what the heck he's got that you don't. Or maybe you finally get the guts to talk to her, and the second you open your mouth, the spark dies because you came off as nervous or try hard. What if I told you one tiny tweak can stop that dead and make her feel the pull before you even say a word? Before we dive into these 10 triggers, do me a quick favor. Hit that like button so more men can find this and regain their edge. Subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments. Where are you watching from today? I love seeing our community of men from all over the world coming together. Most men are convinced that attraction is a lottery you win at birth. They think if they aren't 6'2" with a full head of hair, they are invisible to high-quality women. But as a doctor, I can tell you that's biologically false. Attraction in the female brain is largely driven by subconscious cues of status, health, and emotional stability. These aren't things you are born with, they are things you signal. This is a process called thin slicing. The human brain decides if someone is high value or low value in under a second based on nonverbal communication. If you send the right signals, her brain overrides her eyes. You become the alpha in the room, not because of your chin shape, but because of your presence. If you're new here, I'm Dr. Jocelyn. For the last 5 years, I've worked with men to help them master their health, their hormones, and their social confidence. I've sat with divorced men in their 50s who felt like they were out of the game and watched them become the most sought-after guys in their social circles simply by changing the way they occupy space. I've seen thousands of average guys transform their dating lives by understanding the biology of attraction. Consider this your private masterclass in the psychology of the high-value man. Number 1, the halo effect, the 5-second posture fix. This is the godfather of attraction tricks. The biology, your brain is lazy. When it spots one good trait, it automatically assumes 10 other good ones. If you walk into a room with strong posture, chest open, shoulders relaxed, chin level, her brain tags you as high status. The emotional impact. You stop feeling like a guest in the room and start feeling like the host. The practice. I've had clients who women guessed were 2 inches taller just because they stopped slouching. Stand like you own the square foot you're occupying. Number 2, the half-second eye contact rule. Most men either stare like a predator or look away like they're scared. Both kill attraction instantly. The biology. Looking away too fast signals low serotonin or submissiveness. Staring too long signals aggression. The sweet spot is holding eye contact for exactly half a second longer than is normal. The practice. Lock eyes, count 1 Mississippi in your head, give a tiny nod or a smirk, and then you be the one to look away first. This tells her brain, I'm interested, but I'm not desperate for your approval. Number 3, slow your blink rate. This sounds small, but it's a massive psychological tell. The biology, when humans are nervous, their blink rate skyrockets. The hummingbird effect. When a man is calm and high status, his blink rate slows down. The emotional impact. It makes you appear sexually confident and unshakable. The practice. When she's talking, let your eyelids rise and fall a little slower. Watch her pupils dilate as her brain registers your calm authority. Number 4, the 10% speed reduction. Rushing your words is the quickest way to sound like you're auditioning for her time. The biology. Fast speech signals a scarcity mindset, as if you're afraid people will stop listening if you don't hurry. Slowing down by just 10% signals that you believe what you have to say is valuable. The practice. Women have told me, I don't know why, but when a man talks slower, I just trust him more. That's the biology of leadership at work. Number 5, kill the spotlight illusion. You are convinced everyone is staring at your receding hairline or your dad bod. The biology. Truth is, nobody gives a damn. You are the only one zooming in on your flaws. The second you stop acting like they matter, stop tugging your shirt, stop covering your head, people stop noticing them. The practice. I had a 52-year-old client who was paranoid about his gray hair. One night he owned it, stood tall, and 3 women told him he looked distinguished. The hair didn't change, the signal did. Number 6, the power pause. Someone asks you a question, what do you do for work? Or, where are you from? Don't spit the answer out like a kid in class. The biology. A power pause, half a beat of silence before you answer, shows that you are comfortable with tension. The practice. Look them in the eye, pause, then answer. That tiny silence makes people lean in toward you. Number 7, the open triangle. This is about how you position your body. The biology. Needy guys face women dead on like a puppy. Closed off guys point their hips away. The practice. Point your feet and your belt buckle slightly toward her, but not directly. This open triangle says you are available and open, but not hovering for attention. Number 8, mirror her energy, not her words. Humans are biologically wired to like people who feel familiar. The biology, this is limbic resonance. If she's excited, let a real smile hit your face. If she's serious, match her calm. The practice. Within 30 seconds of matching her energy, her brain decides, I click with this guy. The attraction switch flips itself. Number 9, selective silence, the mystery factor. Try-hard energy is loud. Quiet confidence is lethal. The biology. The less you talk, the more weight your words carry. When you speak less, she starts filling in the blanks with the best possible stories about you. The practice. Speak only when you have something worth saying. Be the quiet observer who contributes the best joke or the smartest insight. Number 10, the Duchenne smirk smile with your eyes. A big, cheesy grin all night looks like you're begging for a good job sticker. The biology. A Duchenne smile involves the muscles around the eyes, the crow's feet. It is perceived as genuine and warm. The practice. Think of George Clooney. It's a relaxed face where only the corners of the eyes crinkle slightly. It says, I'm in control and I'm genuinely enjoying this. You don't have to do all 10 of these tonight. That would be overwhelming. Here is your plan. Pick any 3 from this list. Maybe it's the posture, the half-second eye contact, and the power pause. Test them this week at the grocery store, at work, or at a bar. I promise you, you will notice longer stares, more smiles, and women finding excuses to keep the conversation going. To her brain, you just became the guy who stands out in a sea of average. I want to speak to the man who feels like he's past his prime. Maybe you're coming out of a long marriage, or you've been single so long you've forgotten how to play. Listen to me. You are not a leftover. In the world of attraction, a man over 40 who understands these psychological signals is the most powerful person in the room. Younger guys have the hair, but they don't have the groundedness. When you combine your life experience with these high-value signals, you aren't just competing, you are winning. Attraction isn't a lottery. It's a set of signals that you control. Right now, today, you have the power to change how the world sees you. Choose to be the man who stands tall. Choose to be the man who isn't afraid of a little silence. Choose to be the man who owns his space. Your best years of connection and intimacy aren't behind you. They are waiting for you to flip the switch. If this video gave you a boost of confidence, do me a solid. Hit that subscribe button. I drop this kind of gold every single week for men who are done settling for being invisible. I'm Dr. Jocelyn. Take care of your health, take care of your confidence, and I'll see you in the next video.